What is up, people? YouTube, it is I, Super Mariozilla, or you can call me Vinny. And today, we are going to take a look at the DC Collectibles Batman Beyond 3-pack. I'll say this right now, I absolutely love Batman Beyond, so when the set was announced, I lost my mind. However, at the same time, I was a bit skeptical and hesitant to pick this setup, because I keep hearing that the animated series figures are not very good. However, I bought this set because of the nostalgia, and personally, I actually like this set a lot. Definitely not perfect. I can't deny it, but this set does have its problems. If you're not familiar with Batman Beyond, let me give you a brief history. Batman Beyond started off as a spin-off series of Batman the Animated Series. It takes place years after the animated series, and during this time, Bruce Wayne retires from being Batman. Terry McGinnis comes along after meeting Wayne by accident and becomes the new Batman, and is also trained by Bruce Wayne himself. And today, Batman Beyond is pretty popular in the comics. I never read most of the newer comics, unfortunately, so if you guys think I should one day give them a read, let me know in the comments below. But with that out of the way, let's not waste any more time and take a look at this set. So first, let's look at the main attraction before the other figures. Batman looks great with the sculpt, and paint for the most part is clean. The face looks great and does look cartoon accurate. The ears also look pretty good, but do keep in mind they are pretty sharp. Next, the body. Not too much to talk about or complain about. The Bat logo is sculpted, which is a good thing, and the paint on it for the most part is clean. The arms have that animated cartoony sculpt and it looks pretty sweet. And the gauntlets look nice too. The belt is sculpted, no complaints there. Paint once again is clean. A minor issue, but the belt does not go all the way around Terry's waist. There's a couple rectangles missing. Not a big deal, but it is an issue I have to point out. The legs are pretty skinny compared to the body, and it does look bad. One issue with the paint is that the main color black, it doesn't really look black enough. I think they should have added more black to it, but that's only a nitpick. All in all, Terry looks great, the sculpt is very simplistic, but hey, that's not a bad thing. And it looks like he jumped right out of the TV screen.
Articulation for these guys, if you like them, you like them. If you don't, understandable. But, you know, it's not bad, and just the posing is a little bit limited, but it depends. Okay, head is on a ball joint. It's on a double ball peg. Can't really look up that far, and it's kind of a problem since, you know, he does fly poses. And he can look down about that far, which isn't bad. Okay, look all around. Waist can swivel. Arms have a hinge. Can go out about 90 degrees. That's good. It can rotate, though the shape of the body brings it out at an angle, so that's a bit problematic. Because you can't get him to have his arms like straight out while flying, which kind of sucks. Elbows have a single hinge. They can go out just about 90 degrees. And it also counts as your bicep swivel, so not bad. Hands have a swivel, but they also have a hinge, though mine do not like to move that much, and I do not want to break the pegs. Legs can move out about that forward, which is not good at all for Terry McGinnis. He's more dynamic than this, so yeah, it kind of sucks. Ironically, though, going back is not really a problem at all, which I don't understand. He can also do the splits, so that's good. Knees have a single joint, can move that far back. And ankles can move down this far. They can move up this far. And they also have the ankle rocker. So if you were expecting more of a Legends levels of articulation, you will be disappointed if you had those expectations. Lower them a little bit, and you may be surprised.
Batman comes with a few accessories, however, it does feel slightly limited. He comes with a pair of fist hands, a pair of gripping hands, a pair of dynamic open hands, and a pair of slightly relaxed hands. Terry also comes with his futuristic Batarang. It looks pretty sweet and I like it a lot. Paint is clean and sculpt is cartoon accurate. No complaints. Put it in the gripping hand and he'll hold onto it just fine. Next up, he comes with his wings. I do like these wings, but I do have to admit, there are some weird design choices with these. These two ends swivel and hinge, so the posability is there. However, when you move them around, they obviously come apart. Now, I get what they were trying to do, and it's nice to have the option, but I think it could have been handled better. They peg into the back of Batman, and there you go. They look great when you had them on, and if you're good with photos, you can hide the gaps when posing the wings. It doesn't look bad at all. Batman also comes with this stand, or as I like to call it, the worst support system in the history of figures. They help the figure stand, but if you want to do flight poses, it is nearly impossible to do one with the stand. So, screw this. Go get a set of Tamashi stage acts. These work a lot better. For Batman, we do have a nice selection of accessories, but it would have been nice to get more. Maybe an unmasked head, another batarang, or a grapple gun. Oh well. At least he comes with a decent amount. Now, let's look at Old Man Bruce Wayne. Like before, the sculpt is simplistic and hard to screw up. He's also definitely larger than McGinnis, which is a good thing. The head sculpt looks good and cartoon accurate. No complaints there. The rest of the body doesn't really have much of a sculpt, but where there is sculpt, the sculpt is good. The rest of it is this polyvinyl material, I think that's what it is. But it looks fine. There's nothing to complain about with the legs and the shoes. Everything about the sculpt looks great.
Articulation on Bruce Wayne is more limited than Batman's, but he is Bruce Wayne, so he doesn't need to be in super crazy kung fu dynamic poses. Anyway, let's begin. Head can move this far up. It's on a double ball peg. Move this far down. Can move side to side. Has pivot. Waist can swivel. Arms can move out this far. They can also rotate. Do be careful not to stretch out that part. Elbows have a single hinge and they can move about this far forward. Not the best, but not the worst. Hands swivel and they also have a hinge. Legs can move about this far forward. This part is a soft plastic, so you don't need to worry about it getting in the way. They can move this far back. Knees have a single joint. He can also do a bit of the splits, though the joint is very ugly. And his ankles are on ball joints. Not really too much ankle rocker movement, but he is Bruce Wayne, so he doesn't need to move out like too far. So articulation for Bruce Wayne is acceptable.
Bruce Wayne does not come with as much accessories as Batman, but he does come with the accessories he needs. He comes with one fist hand, one gripping hand for his cane. Speaking of which, here's his cane right now. It looks cartoon accurate, one single color, no complaints. Put it in the gripping hand and he'll hold on to it just fine, and it's a good height. The other two sets of hands are just different post-open hands. So while Bruce doesn't come with that much accessories, he does come with the stuff that he needs. And finally, we have Bruce's K9 companion, Ace. I guess this doesn't really count as a figure, but more of an accessory. But hey, it's still a figure. The sculpt once again is spot on. The paint is also clean where the collar is at. Other than that, there's not much else to talk about other than saying the pupils are painted, which is a good thing, and also the rest of the paint is just, well, it's just black, so nothing really else to talk about, and sculpt, again, cartoon accurate. No complaints.
Articulation for Ace is very simplistic, very little joints, and he is kind of limited, but I'll go along as we go along. Head is on a ball joint. All the legs are on swivels. And the tail is on a ball joint. Yeah, it's not really that dynamic with the posing at all. What would have helped is giving him a joint with the jaw, or maybe hinge joints at the knees, so he could have more dynamic doggy poses. Instead, he just kind of sits there and does the occasional walking pose. Not the worst, but not the best. But, you know, given the price point of the set, it kind of makes sense.
Batman stands just shy of 6 inches to the top of his ears, Bruce stands just about 6 inches, and Ace stands just shy of 3.5 inches. Now, let's do some size comparisons. Here they are compared to the Mask of the Phantasm set of figures. Here they are compared to the SH Figure Arts Joker and Harley Quinn. Here they are compared to the SH Figure Arts Superman and Captain America. And here they are compared to the Marvel Legends Spider-Man and Wolverine. And finally, here they are compared to the Marvel Legends Mordo and Deadpool. So far, these are the only Batman Beyond figures made by DC Collectibles in the animated series style. Hopefully we get other characters like Ink, Spellbinder, Blight, etc. But they are in scale with the other animated series figures. So there's that. Overall, I like this set a lot. I honestly thought I was going to be disappointed by this set, but instead I was pleasantly surprised. No, the figures are not perfect, but they are cool figures that should be in anyone's Batman collection. So if you love Batman Beyond, and just love Batman in general, or the animated series cartoons, this is definitely a 3-pack you don't want to miss out on, assuming if you're okay with the lack of posability options with these figures. I'll have to give these figures an 8 out of 10. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you all so much for watching. If you all like this video, leave a like, and if you want to give your thoughts, leave a comment down below. If you want to, you can subscribe. I do some other cool stuff I think you'll definitely enjoy. And if you also want to, you can follow me on Instagram. Link to it is in the description below. With that being said, I'm Super Mariozilla, and I am out. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.